Let's talk about homework. Let's talk about the homework. Let's see how we do.
I agree.
Do you not check the
Oh, wait. I didn't check it yet. Don't worry. Wait, what's going on here? What is a function?
Yeah, but what?
That's an error.
Are we getting any homework tonight for Halloween?
No.
No.
We should have a graveyard.
No.
We should have a graveyard.
All right. I am taking a look at page 95. You with me on this page? You with what? What?
I have a feeling in my teacher.
Page 95. Questions. Even and blank. Yeah.
9.
Number 9. Cool. So number 9 looks like this. Sorry about that. All right, number 9. We got y is equal to 4/3 minus x. So remember, we want this to look like this. Is that okay? It looks like the x and the fraction are backwards. So let's rewrite it to be this. Is that okay? I just flip-flopped it. And then I forget what this says. It says, hey, identify the slope. Okay, well the slope is attached to the x, right? So the slope here is equal to -1. And then it says find the y-intercept, which is whatever is added or subtracted. Keep the sign. So our b value, or our y-intercept, is 4/3. Done.
Wait, how did you get -1?
Well, because it's a negative x, and what number has to be there if it's not really there? It's just a 1. What else do we have on page 95 that you'd like to take a look at? What else? What else? What else? Yeah.
Wait, so basically, are you just so like okay, so for example on 11,
Okay.
yeah, we could do that.
You want 11?
Yeah.
Cool. So number 11. Oops. Number 11 is -3x plus 6y is equal to 12. Now, if we were graphing this, we'd say cover method, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make this look like y equals mx plus b, meaning I want to get I want to get y all by itself. You okay with that conversation?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to add 3x to both sides of the equal sign. So 6y is equal to positive 3x, and that's a positive 12. Good? So I want y equals. How are 6 and y being held together right now? Multiplication. What does multiplication?
Division.
Division. Good. Those cancel. I can reduce. We get 1/2x plus 2. All right, Sophia. What's the slope look like? Remember, the slope's attached to the x, so what's my slope?
1.5.
1.5. Good. So that's my slope. What's my y-intercept? 2. That's B. Done.
Okay, thank you.
What else? Can't just be Sophia. What does number 10 look like? X is equal to 4. Is that what it is? -4. -4. What kind of line is this? I know it's a straight line, but what kind of straight line? Horizontal or vertical? Horizontal is always y equals. So it's got to be vertical. Okay? So this is a vertical line. So I want you to think about this. -1, 2, 3, and 4. This is what this line looks like. Slope of a vertical line has to be what? Remember, vertical is next to u. U and v are next to each other, so it's got to be undefined. Okay? Will that line right there cross the y-intercept? Will it cross that y-axis? No, it's parallel to it, so B. So does it not cross? Something like that. Give me the verbiage. What else from the homework would you like to take a look at? Yeah.
18.
18, you got it. Number 18, we got 0, negative 3, and then we got negative 2.5, comma 2. One of those points is special because one of them is going to be the y-intercept. Which one's going to be the y-intercept? Do what?
-3.
Yeah, 0, negative 3 is the y-intercept. Okay? So this right here is my b value. Does that make sense? So remember, I'm going to use this equation. Well, what's b got to be equal to? Negative 3. Is that okay? So two things I could do with this problem. I already have the y-intercept, so I think I can use the other point to figure out what the slope would be. Is this an x and is this a y value?
Yeah.
Can I take those x and y values and plug them in here? So I get 2 is equal to negative 2.5 m minus 3. Why didn't I plug it in for m? Well, it's a point. It's a point x. All right, so add 3. Add 3. So that gives me 5 equals negative 2.5 m. How are negative 2.5 and m being held together? Multiplication. What undoes multiplication? Division. So let's see. I'm going to find that m is equal to, it's got to be negative, 5 over 2.5, or 50 over 25. It's got to be 2. So now I know my m value, and I know my b value, so let's plug them back in. So this is the linear equation that has a y-intercept of negative 3. It has a slope of negative 2. That y equals negative 2x minus 3 contains both the points 0, negative 3, and negative 2.5, comma 2. What else? What else? Yeah.
20.
20. You got it. Number 20. We have m is equal to negative 1. So that's my slope, right? And then 9 comma 4. 9 comma 4 is just a point that happens to exist on a line. So on this, I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. So same exact equation, right? So things that I know so far is I know m is equal to negative 1. 9 comma 4 is a point. 9 comma 4 has an x and a y value. 9 is your x value. 4 is your y value. Agree? So let's plug all of that information in. So I know m is this. I know I have x is equal to that. Y is equal to that. So the only thing I'm missing from that is b, right? So I'm going to go 4 is equal to negative 1 times 9 plus b. Okay, so negative 1 times 9 is negative 9 plus b. How would I get b by itself? Well, I can keep b over that, can't I? Like, oh, I see what you're saying. So could I do this? I just flip-flop the whole thing? Then what would I do there to get b all alone? So what's opposite of negative 9? Plus 9. So add 9, add 9. So b is equal to 13. Right? Do I have enough information to plug this back into y equals mx plus b to get my equation? What do you think? I have y equals, what's my m value? Negative 1, x plus 13. So I guess you could write it like this. Either answer is fine. It's your choice. But that's the equation that has a slope of negative 1. That equation also contains the point 9 comma 4. Okay? Any other questions? 2-4? You got it, man. Number 24. Oh, hey, thanks for asking for that one. Okay. So one thing we have to recognize is if it's written in functional notation, this gives me the point 6 comma negative 2. So what does this one give me then?
0, -5.
There you go, 0 comma negative 5. One of those is the y-intercept. Which one?
-5.
The negative 5 is, right? So this negative 5 right here is actually my b value. The reason it's y-intercept is 0. It doesn't go right or left. It just goes down to negative 5. Okay, so now I have y equals mx plus b. So I know my b value, and I have a point. So what will I have to find? What will I have to find on y equals mx plus b? What do I not know?
M.
I don't know m. Good. So this is an x value. This is a y value. Agreed? We already said that that's b because it's 0 comma a number. So then I'm going to go negative 2 is equal to m times 6, or 6m, minus 2. Okay, so let's start solving that. I'm going to add 2. Agree? Oh, wait. I goofed up someplace. That should be, wait. Oh, that should have been negative 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm going to add 5 to both sides. That's going to give me 3 is equal to, m times 6 is 6m. Divide each side by 6. Can I reduce 3 over 6? Can I reduce 3 over 6? Yes. What does it reduce to? 1/2. All right, so I have enough information to plug what I know into y equals mx plus b out of the equation.
Yes.
I do. So y equals, help me out, what's the next thing? 1/2 x, right? Plus negative 5. Can I change that plus negative 5 just to minus 5? Sure. Do I need to? Nah, I'm not too worried about it. I would take either of those answers. They're both the same thing. Anything else? We good? So, guys and girls, I want this to happen tonight. I'm not assigning you any additional homework. My expectation is that page 95 and 96 are complete. That would have been last night's homework. Okay? I know some of you struggled with it. I hope you maybe took the notes down. If you didn't take the notes down, I will save them to Schoology. I have the video of today on Schoology. Will you start thinking about what you might need to change to improve your grade? Because I'll tell you what, love you all to death. I don't need you in here a second year in a row. Okay?
Is that super senior been here for 5 years?
Oh, he dropped out. He withdrew yesterday.
Really?
Yay! He didn't graduate. He just dropped out. He turned like 19